And then Ronaldo! Balotelli, Aguero! It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Here's Messi. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
The Football Drop Podcast.
Hello, welcome to the Football Drop IT Expert Podcast.
Mate, you are an absolute sham today.
Mate, I am
Absolute
I am
sham.
not a sham.
Why have you got kids' headphones on instead of your normal earphones, mate? Do you want to tell everyone?
You call them kids headphones.
They look tiny.
It's got a fat fucking head. So everything was working fine. It's these earbuds, mate. These earbuds are fucking me up.
Can I ask, though, why every single week you try it and every single week it doesn't work? You think next week it will change?
Well, I have got a plan for next week.
Is that we're just not recording anymore?
Well, that-
We know
that
it's
certainly-
fine then.
No, the other option is that I get my second pair of earbuds and connect them to the laptop. So then I've got a pair of buds for the laptop and a pair of buds for my phone, which you would think I would have probably done before now, but it takes
Yeah.
time for this to all sort of sink in. You know?
Yeah, that's the reason. Yep.
Your face says it all, mate. Your face says it all.
Yeah. Honestly, it's 1:30 now. It's taken 31 minutes. And we finally got there. But it's okay, because we've got plenty of time. So how are you?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah. How are you? How was your weekend? How's your week been?
Weekend was good. I finally got the Christmas decks up. I know it's a little bit early, some may say. But usually we're quite late with the old Christmas decks. So Laura and I wanted to do them early this year. And do you know what? I got very Christmassy yesterday. I felt very Christmassy.
Go on.
So I fucking love Christmas.
What happened? You want to tell us all about it?
Oh, we had plenty of arguments. Laura cried because she's getting angry because the lights weren't at the right height when she put them up there. As they fell, it would hit the windowsill. But we did it Laura's way and Laura's method, obviously. So therefore it didn't work. So she got annoyed, she cried, got angry, yelled. So yeah, I just decided to go and start decorating the tree instead. I thought that would be a safer option.
Was it?
Yeah, it distracted her from it. So that was fun. But yeah, it's all done now. I was really actually quite excited to show you today. You know, got it all ready for you. Got it all sorted. Tidied, hoovered, polished today for you. All on my lunch break. And now we're sitting here on Teams. How was your weekend though, Will?
To be honest, today has lasted a week, but the weekend was good. It was very good. I get really, really fed up of this podcast. Not this podcast.
Wow.
Not this podcast.
Wow. Jeez, that hurt. That hurt here.
I'm genuinely annoyed with my whole life. So I come out to the desk to record this podcast. Last week, cat dog had a fight. Today,
Yeah.
the cat is taking a shit. Yeah?
What, right now?
Right this second. Yeah, I don't hear the background noise. She's taking a poo. So it now really smells in here. But even the worst thing is, the dog is just sitting there very quietly, waiting for the cat to finish so she can eat it.
That is disgusting.
This is
Oh.
my life, mate.
Oh dear.
So yeah, I might just sit like that for a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes.
If you think I'm sounding weird, then it's because I am. It's really.
Oh my god.
Okay, right up my nose. Anyway,
I'm surprised you've not said, can we pause?
the weekend. We're gonna fucking go through this, mate. The weekend was good. Met somebody new at the weekend, which was always nice, like meeting new people.
Did you? Who did you meet? Did you drop the pod, more importantly?
Of course I dropped the pod. Always drop the pod.
You definitely didn't.
No, all right, fine. So the thing was though, they kept looking at me, but then they kept like switching their eyes to my beard. So you know when like, when you're like, oh, I've got that bogey like on my, is that what's going on? So I kept doing that, and then they kept looking, and then you know when like you really want to laugh at a time when you just couldn't laugh. I had this. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? So much so that I came back home and I was like in the mirror, like, what the fuck is going on with my beard? It was really weird. It was the whole conversation. But anyway.
So hang on, what was it? They just randomly stared at your beard.
Well, I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
What the fuck?
I know. It's weird, isn't it? But yeah, do you get that with your beard? Do people stare at it?
Yeah, mate, it's getting well long, isn't it? It's like a shadow and everything now.
Sure.
I mean, I'm shaving it later, but yeah.
You're shaving it?
Yeah, it's taken me like 3 weeks to get this. Not gonna lie. I do have a question before we move on though. How bad's the smell on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
Or about a 6?
Is that it? That's not too bad.
Yeah. Smash!
Oh, that's nice and profesh. So if you didn't know, Will's dog's called Smudge.
She's like head in there, and I don't need to have her break here as well.
And you, Smudge. Naughty.
Yeah. Okay, so what else happened? My life is not going very well, but we saw the big man on Sunday.
Did you?
Saw the big man. Saw Father C.
Nice. How was it?
Is it socially acceptable for your son to ask Father Christmas if it's okay to leave beer out? Because you like beer, don't you, Father Christmas? Is that well trained, or is that...
That's where this story is going. Okay. No, you shouldn't really be asking that. Not to external Father Christmases.
As opposed to internal Father Christmas.
Oh yeah, because if it's you, for example, then yeah, of course it's okay to leave beer.
Right.
But if it's an external one, I don't think he should say yes.
So
If he does, he's going to fail his DBS.
Okay, going through. Yeah, so you're going to leave a carrot out for Rudolph. What about a saucer of milk? Yeah, okay. Anything for me? Do you want beer?
What a ledge.
What a ledge.
What did the big man reply with? That's what I'm curious about.
He actually said, yes, there's a good deal on Asda if you want to get down there.
Did he actually? That's amazing.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
It wasn't you dressed up, was it?
No, I was stood behind.
Oh, no, you live in posh area. You don't go Asda, do you?
Well, no, we don't, to be fair, no.
No, Co-op, Waitrose, M&S, that sort of thing now. Yeah, fair enough.
Co-op? Did you put Co-op in with that?
Co-op's quite pricey. Yeah, I find Co-op quite pricey. And because I know you went to Co-op earlier.
No, I actually didn't. I went to the Premier next door.
Wow. Did you put your hood up so nobody saw you?
Yeah, I did actually. But not for that reason. My hood, when I was standing in the rain where my hood was blowing down. Well, on this occasion, it did have the opposite effect, where because it wasn't raining, my hood blew up.
Right. Okay. Yep. Cool.
Okay. What was I just going to say?
I have no idea.
No. Oh, I was going to talk about our conversations we had recently. And our
What conversation?
new method of rating things.
Yeah, go on then. Explain.
Oh, you don't sound very enthusiastic.
I'll be honest, I can't remember what we were talking about and what the rating scheme was. Because I remember thinking it was absolutely brilliant, but now I can't remember what it was. Have you ever looked back through our WhatsApp conversations? There's a lot of messages in there. Things get lost periodically.
We was on the phone.
Oh, well, that's definitely why it's got lost then.
We was actually talking to each other.
Go on, what was it?
So we was having a discussion about restaurants, and you're going to a fancy restaurant, and I was asking you where. There we go.
There we go. Yeah,
Bulb.
the penny's
We all
dropped.
saw the light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I get it now.
Yeah, so we all did that. We was having that conversation. You now know what's going on. So where was I? So we was going to describe what's happening. So we was talking about different restaurants, weren't we? Just as an example, but we could do this with more things. It could be something that springboards us to new dizzying heights. So the theory was that we think of a restaurant, Nando's.
Mm-hmm.
Example, other Portuguese restaurant chains are available. Try not to go to Pepe's in Highbury.
Oh. No, that was grim. That was grim.
Yeah, so what would you rate a Nando's? I would go solid, middle of the table. Let's go Crystal Palace.
I was going to say Palace.
Was that?
Yeah, I was thinking of Palace. You know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's all right. Sometimes it's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, Pepe's I'd call a Luton. Could probably.
No, Pepe's I'd probably call like Hartlepool or something like that. Just disappoints you every week. Yeah, they're shocking.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you had secret beef against Hartlepool.
No, it's no secret beef. It's just I know that they used to let Jeff down over the years, and now they're in the National League.
Yeah. Okay.
They're just like everything disappointing, you know.
Fair enough. So
but I do like this as a rating, though. This rating thing, I do really enjoy this.
So we want to rate things, don't we? So give us some things to rate.
You.
Me. Fucking hell. What lower than Hartlepool?
What's lower than Hartlepool? Margate.
Margate, thanks.
Or you could be Faversham Town.
Okay. Let's see how I feel about that.
Ramsgate. Defying the odds and you're smashing it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say smashing it.
Well, they're in the second round of the FA Cup and they're top of the league, so they're smashing it, really, mate.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. We'll go with that then. I'm Ramsgate. Thank you. What could we rate you as? Somewhere that's massive, but also really. I'd say you're a bit of a Tottenham.
Oh, you can fuck right off.
Big club.
We are ending this fucking podcast.
As in big, but no one really likes you.
Wow. I don't know what I'm more insulted by. The fact I'm fat, no one likes me, or you just compare me to Tottenham. Wow.
You genuinely don't know what to say to that.
Wow.
Mate,
I was trying to be nice about fucking Ramsgate. Jesus.
Anyway.
Wow. Seriously. Tottenham.
Yeah, I'd say you're Tottenham.
Wow. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Do you know what you're more like?
Oh, here we go. No, you still have one. No,
It's not even a team.
But you still have one.
No, it's changed now. You're not really a team. You're more of a player now. El Hadj Diouf.
Throwback to a previous episode when Ben slated El Hadj Diouf for a solid 20 minutes.
Mate, I hate him. I absolutely hate him.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I'm happy to rate things. So let's see what our listeners give us. What can we rate?
Yeah, drop us an email. I'm sure you know it by now, but footballdroppodcast@hotmail.com. And yeah, give us some restaurants, give us some things to rate, and we'll rate them every week, and we'll see what we can do. You have no idea what you're doing, do you? You're literally, you have the video and you go like this to try and fucking point to it. Jesus. Okay. What's on your list of things to talk about then? Let's just move on.
Audio fucking thing.
encouraging the listeners that we are on YouTube as well. Will has finally sorted it after 4 years. He finally managed a way to get us on YouTube. I mean, I think I found it actually, but yeah, Will's got it.
You found
Will
wit.
does it every week. Found wit. Yeah, I got excited.
I found
Sorry.
it. Yes, I
Um,
sorted it just right.
What's that? Sorry, you got your earphones in. I couldn't quite hear you.
I've got a little quiz for you if you're interested.
Oh, we did a quiz now, are we?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a little quiz now. I just want you to tell me. So I'm talking football, not American football, not cricket, football. So like
Soccer.
football, association football. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Can you tell me the biggest stadium in terms of capacity in the world?
In the world? Is it the Maracana?
See, that's what I thought.
Really?
But judging by that response, is obviously incorrect. So I'll give you one more go. If you can get the country, right? If you get the country, I will give you 20 FDP points. Actually, I will go one further. I will give you one prediction point.
Wow,
No
one prediction point.
No Googling. If you get the country, no, stop. I saw you look down.
Okay.
Hands up. Hands up.
Yeah, it's here. Can I have a clue?
No, not for one prediction point. After we've got through.
What country? I'm going to go with China. So I know that they've got big. Oh, it's not China then.
Not China, no.
Go on, where is it?
So it's the Rungrado 1st of May Stadium. And it holds between 115 and 150,000 people.
How can it be between? That's quite a big gap as well.
Yeah, the official capacity is 115,000, but I think they've squeezed. When I tell you the country, you'll be like, all right, that makes sense. I think they've squeezed a few more in there. It is in East Asia. So you're right, it's close to China.
North Korea.
North
Yeah,
Korea.
okay. Yeah.
In Pyongyang. That is incredible.
Wow. Wonder what their best attendance is. I wonder if they ever set it out.
150,000. 150,000 is the most it's ever had.
Okay.
And then
Interesting.
Tell me the second biggest association football ground. It's in Europe. It's a big team.
I'm going to say Barcelona.
Yeah, correct.
Boom. One prediction point. Get in.
No.
What do you mean no?
How about that?
But you just said.
Yeah, but I didn't.
One prediction per question, surely. Can't be like just for that one question. That's ridiculous.
Okay. Well, I mean, you think
What a shit quiz. What a shit quiz.
Thank you. So did you hear the sad news over the weekend that El Tel has sadly passed away?
I did. Do you know what? Weirdly enough, I actually heard it from the FDP.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't on my phone that much. And there's only I scrolled through and saw the announcement. So well done on that one. But yeah, apparently he'd been, I don't know what he passed away of, but some sort of illness.
Long-term illness, yeah, long-term illness. They didn't specify. He's been ill.
It's sad because he was always such a likable character.
Yeah, he was, yeah. What's your best memory of him?
Do you know what? I don't really remember him as a player or manager, really. I just remember him as a pundit, to be honest with you. So, but there's no specific memory. But whenever he sort of spoke, you just ended up, he just come across just so down to earth.
Yeah.
Like he's never bigged anyone up, but never slagged anyone off. He just said what it was, sort of thing, you know.
He wasn't a hodder, was he?
No.
But
No.
I remember Euro '96. I remember being mad for football. Like that was my first real English. It was my first real tournament that England were in. And yeah, I just remember the buzz, like connecting the panini stickers and having the book, and yeah, I remember questioning like, why is he taking David Platt? I never used to
I still don't.
Yeah, no, me neither, really. So, yeah, very sad. I've listened to a few sort of things that he did. He was very successful. I think, if you can win the FA Cup with Tottenham, then you're definitely doing something right. Beat Arsenal on the way there in the semis.
Disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know he only got 2 England caps?
Yeah, 2 England caps, but I don't think he wasn't like a big player in the playing days. And you tend to find that with managers, don't you? Like he had a good career. Like, don't get me wrong, he was, I can't really think of someone off the top of my head that had a really good career but didn't make it into the England team. Like Jimmy Bullard. I don't know why Jimmy Bullard, but that's the way I went to.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea there.
No.
That was a really random name as well. Where the hell would you plug that out of?
Who's funny?
Yeah, it is amusing. It is amusing. Yes, it's a sad loss though, isn't it? It's a sad loss for football.
It certainly is, yeah.
So, yeah, our thoughts go out to Terry's friends, his family, and his loved ones. Heartfelt from the FDP. But yeah, and is there any other more sort of chirpier news that's happened this week? Oh, I can't speak today.
Have you seen the running for the Brazilian Premier League?
I haven't, no.
Okay.
Tell me all about it. Tell the listeners.
So in 6th place, Bragantino, 59 points, 35 games played. They've all played 35 games, 38 to play, so 3 games left. They're on 59. Gremio, 59. Atletico Mineiro, 60 points. Botafogo, 62 points in 3rd place, right? So there's 3 points between those.
Okay.
Flamengo, 63 points.
Wow.
Palmeiras, 63 points.
Wow.
So between 6th place and 1st, you've got 4-point difference with 3 games left to play.
Bloody hell. That's close, isn't it?
They've
How exciting.
All won 18 games, bar Atletico Mineiro, who have won 17. That's crazy, isn't it? Can you imagine that? I was actually thinking to myself the other day, the Premier League this season could be the closest it's ever been between more than 2 teams. But could you imagine that in the Premier League?
Who would it be in the Prem, do you think, if that would ever happen in the next 4 or 5 years? What teams do you think could do that?
So obviously you've got your Man City, you've got your Arsenal, you've got your Liverpool. I reckon Newcastle are up there. Tottenham are up there. I'd probably chuck Chelsea in there as well because I think they're going to go from strength to strength. Although Thiago Silva.
Poor Thiago, man.
Man United, you can't knock them, can you?
No, they're a weird team though.
We're not into Premier League yet. Anyway, we're talking about.
It was just a question. Christ, sorry, mate. Sorry, boss. Apologies.
So, yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
We'll keep an eye on that every week.
Oh,
Got to keep an eye until that's over. Yeah.
Is that your job yet?
You're the world correspondent, mate. You do this.
We'll keep an eye on that every week.
Yeah, I was saying we'll keep an eye on that every week.
Not my job.
No, will. Yeah, will.
Sure.
Keep an eye.
Sure thing, bro. Sure thing.
That's cool, though, isn't it? Brazil, Argentina. That was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, why does Gabby Jesus start and then, even though he's been injured for us?
That is a good question. I don't know.
Seems unfair.
He did start at the weekend, and he hasn't
I
gone.
know. No, he looked very ineffective, though, didn't he?
Yeah. But did you see before the game?
I did not know.
Okay, so there was crowd trouble, and you had the police. So it was in Brazil, and you had the police, the Brazilian police, that were trying to control the crowd, I think is the right way of positioning it. But they were using like batons and like they were beating people up, and it looked a bit dodge, a little bit sus. So you had the Argentinian players go out to confront the police and say, this isn't acceptable, what's happening, like blah, 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 what you're doing. And then they were, like Emi Martinez went and grabbed the baton off of a police officer. Then like, you had Messi.
Bloody hell.
Like it was all going on. In the end, they had to say, you guys need to go because you're making this worse. So they had to go and sit inside and basically wait for all of their fans to be, calmed, and I think they were using force. So essentially, just sitting there waiting for them to come back out. So yeah, it was really sad, but yeah, fair play to the Argentinian players to go out there and do that.
Yeah, that's bold. But it always seems to be in sort of the South American countries where you do seem to have a lot of trouble because the sort of rivalries are just so intensified. It's we obviously used to Premier League and sort of English football rivalries, but you see it a little bit abroad and especially across Europe, and you get all the flares coming off and things like that. You think, oh, it looks a bit intimidating, but there it's just next level.
What are you talking about? Did you not see Pep and Darwin Núñez having an absolute screaming match? I thought it was worse, mate.
Yeah, mate, that was dangerous. People could have lost their life that day.
No,
Christ.
That is bad, and yeah, you are right. That seems to be the Argentinians, the South America. Just playing the Argentinians.
Yeah, Christ. That was a little bit out of the blue.
Yeah, well, it seems to be the Argentinians. No,
Yeah, Christ.
Seems to be a lot of the passion from the South American teams.
Passion, that's what it is. Yeah.
Passion.
That's what they call it. Definitely a passion.
Should we move on to the Premier League results?
Yeah, can do. What game was first? It was the big one first, wasn't it?
It was Darwin v Pep. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, by the way, talking of boxing, has anybody listened to the latest episode of Full Steam Ahead?
Yes, I have. I recorded it. Oh, man, I thought it was funny. We loved it.
Fair play, mate.
Did you not like it?
It's a great podcast. Listen to Full Steam Ahead, where you can hear Ben's dulcet tones to get you going.
Yeah. Yeah.
The intro. Have a listen to the intro. That's what you have to listen to. So you have to listen to. You can come back to this one. That's. But have a little listen to the intro. Let us know what you think. Call in.
Yeah, we thought it was funny. We thought we'd give it a go.
Email us.
Radio. We're not on radio.
Call us in.
We're not on radio.
81199.
Mate, 81199 are going to be flooded with texts and calls now. Absolutely flooded. I wonder if Pete's going to message in this week as well. See what he's been saying.
I haven't checked the emails actually. Have you?
No.
So yeah, Manchester City, Liverpool.
What did you... Right, before we go into it, what did you think of the game?
I reckon it was probably what everybody saw when Arsenal beat City 1-0. I thought it was really dull. And we were like, oh, it was amazing. We played such great football. I reckon if you're Liverpool,
Yeah.
you're that team, you're saying that. If you're everybody else, you're like, God, that's fucking shit.
Yeah, I think I agree. But I don't know why I'm getting annoyed by it and why I feel a bit triggered, but why are they billing up like City and Liverpool as this great rivalry? Because they're not. Like, they've been the two best teams for quite a while. I appreciate that completely. But even both of them don't see each other as rivals. Like, trying to bill up Liverpool and United, and, obviously United are not, where they used to be, etc., etc. But I don't know, I just don't see it as a rivalry.
I think it's one that's building. I think there is a building rivalry because they're so close. It's a bit like the Arsenal United. That became a rivalry because we were 1 and 2.
Yeah.
United was 1. But
Yeah. But they're sort of like belittling it as, they're enemies and they hate each other. They don't. They're just competitors. Like there's no hatred there. There's no bad blood between those teams. They actually play, very entertaining and good football. They don't really tend to get, properly heated. There's not really often too many dirty tackles or anything like that. They're just two very good footballing sides. It's not like Arsenal and Man United of old, where it's like 1-0, 1-1s, and there'd always be a scrap, like Vieira smack someone in the face, or Roy Keane's like snap someone's leg or something like that. There's no sort of like dark arts rivalry there. It's just, they're rivals, simple as that. But like Sky Sports, they're enemies, they face again. I'm like, fuck off, mate. It's just two fucking teams playing football.
Do you know what this is?
Like, there's no enemies there.
Do you know what this is?
What?
You're getting old.
I think I am getting old, yeah.
Getting
I've hung
old.
around with you for 5 years now. You've worn off of me, man.
You want there to be the fighting,
Yeah, I do a little
action
bit.
that there was when Vieira and Keane would just fuck everybody over. You want that back again. But I'm telling you, mate, it ain't coming back.
Do you know what? I'm not even that fussed about it. I just don't. I think it's just boring trying to drum up these. Oh, they're enemies. No, they're not. They're just competitors. They're both rivals to a certain extent. They're not enemies.
They
No.
are enemies. They just don't want to kill each other like you want.
No.
Mate,
Enemies is different to rivals.
yesterday, Matty Cash was trending on X because he did a couple of bad tackles on a couple of Tottenham players. I can't think of it. It wasn't out of me. But he did a couple of bad tackles, and he's trending because everyone wants him gone. Well, there was a few people because it is Tottenham. No one really likes them that much, so they were a bit like, give Matty Cash a pint from me. But there was that's the world that we live in. Those tackles back in the day, mate, would have just been tackles. They would have gone,
Yeah.
Play on.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. He made some good tackles. I thought they were good tackles.
Yeah, he got the ball, but he did take a lot of the play.
Got the ball was fine.
Allison had a bit of a dodgy one, didn't he? He was sort of
Oh, he did. Yeah.
hero, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was the clear.
Matty Cash.
Matty Cash.
Matty Cash.
Is that where we're going from? Is it?
I already think it's going to be really good in this episode, isn't it?
Oh dear. Yeah, you're making this really difficult for us, but that's fine. We didn't have a technical glitch, and we just go back a couple of minutes. That's not a problem.
So good. So good.
Oh, good. Allison's clearances though were bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's what
He had a bit of a rocky game.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, at least you remember.
Yeah, I mean, you've just changed it back. That's fine. It doesn't flow. That's as per usual.
Yeah, apologies. But yeah, Allison's clearances. What about them?
Yeah, they were a bit wafty, weren't they, to say the least? Bless him. He made some good saves.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a couple of clearances and his sort of delivery's not been the best. It wasn't the best on show. However, 1-1. That's a great result.
It is a great result. Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, very impressed with Trent's goal. That was very good. Haaland could have got a couple, but didn't. So yeah, it's what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know whether it was an exciting game or not. I just can't work it out.
No, we spoke about that a moment ago, and we decided it wasn't. So I don't know why you still can't work it out. Is that you just trying to fill time? Should we just move on to the next game, Burnley West Ham? Yeah, okay, all right, great. It's 2-1 to West Ham.
Sure. Yeah, it was a good game, mate. Good game. I feel bad for Burnley. Two very, very late goals. I do feel bad for Burnley.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Credit to you for sitting there still with the smell of cat shit.
Well, I think
you still haven't cleared it up.
I think she's going again, mate.
Christ.
It's in her little box. It's not like she's just doing it on the floor.
Well, that's something. Yeah, that's good. At least not on your laptop or something.
No, she's alright. She's here. I don't know why I'm giving you this rundown of where my cat is.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares.
No, even I care.
No. Burnley, I think they deserve 3 points.
Did you?
But gutted for them. Yeah, I think they're due a win. They were playing some good football. They kept West Ham at bay for such a long time. But I think West Ham's experience in the Prem just pulls through at the end, doesn't it? They've got a better team, got better players, and it worked out for them in the end.
I genuinely think if you're any team really, and you're made of something, in January you go and get Kudus. What I know they won't, but honestly, what a baller! He just changes that whole team.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
I heard Mikel Antonio is out, and he could be out for a little while, but I just don't know where he's going to fit back in. I think he's got injured at the worst time.
For who? For him, rather than West Ham. Yeah, I think it's a different style of play that West Ham are sort of doing now, isn't it? That's the thing. So it does make it difficult for him, but it gives them that. I think he's become that plan B rather than the plan A now.
Well, I don't. It's early to say yet, but they had Danny Ings and they brought Mubama on, but I don't know whether the likes of Cornet, whether he's going to start a few more games, whether Ings is going to become the main man. I don't think it's Ings. But yeah, interesting to see what's going to happen with West Ham. But Kudus just brings just a completely different aspect of the game.
Yeah, spent that Declan Rice money well, haven't they?
They have. Burnley, just poor, mate. Just so poor, especially defensively. Keep trying to play out from the back. Keep trying. It's not working.
At what point do you just say, look, we need to play to stay in the league here?
You what, sorry?
At what point, what point do Burnley sit there and go, we need to play differently now? We need to play for points to stay in the league.
I think
you can't go down playing nice football because it's not working.
Well, they're not even playing nice football because it's not working. So, yeah, I think it's probably going to be the downfall of Company. Although I don't think it should be. I think he's good enough. We know what he's got. We know what he can do. But yeah.
Can he do it at this level though? He did it in the Championship. Granted, and credit to him. Yeah. Absolutely bossed it. But he's not doing it in the Prem at the moment.
No, he's not. No, you are right. But I think he will. I think Burnley are one of those teams. So Everton obviously dropped the 10 points. Burnley are the only team that's below them, which I think says quite a lot. But yeah. I don't know if they've got the minerals for it. But I don't know if that's Company's fault. If you get a manager in, so if you think back to last season, the bottom three chucked their managers in, and the bottom three went down. If they stick with Company through thick and thin, I wonder if that's going to be the difference between them just making it, or the likes of, I don't know, Bournemouth maybe, or Luton might decide to chuck their manager. I just don't know, mate. I don't know what the answer is, but yeah, I think they'll just get better.
Yeah, I'm not saying like they should sack him or anything like that, but I think surely he's got to acknowledge that and change his approach to football for this season and integrate better defensively, and then focus on his hack later on.
Well, it's the defense. The defense is letting them down. It's the defense that's attacking, playing out from the back, getting the ball out.
Yeah, so you got to change it.
Their failure is at the minute. Yeah, I don't know if they will. I think that's their motto. That's how they want to play. So they just need to get better at it rather than change it. It's like VAR, isn't it? Rather than just stop it, just get better at it.
Yeah, and I appreciate that completely, but good managers need to adapt. Need to adapt and realise where you're going wrong.
Good players.
The players aren't
adapt to the surroundings and adapt to what the manager wants.
Absolutely, but they're clearly not good players then if they can't do that. They're not good enough at this level, so he needs to change it. Their first goal should be survival. They've just come up. I mean, we can talk about this back and forward, say the same thing all day.
Pretty much.
He's as you said, he's probably not going to change.
Weekend, mate.
They did. What a massive, massive win for Luton.
Massive win, yeah. I was a bit worried when they scored, and then Elise basically single-handedly went up the other end and scored himself.
Mate, how good was that Elise goal? when he hit it, I was like, why? Oh, fair enough.
Quality, yeah. Really good. And then, but the defending let Palace down for the winner, for Brown's winner.
Yeah,
All the
Anderson, I don't know what he was doing.
It was
He's been really good for them.
It was Anderson and the keeper, wasn't it? I thought the keeper
Yeah.
was just a bit like, oh, I don't know, but maybe he got a call, maybe he got a shout from Anderson, I don't know, but yeah, funny one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an uncharacteristic error from Palace. They're normally pretty solid. Yeah, very strange.
Poor from Palace. I would have expected a bit better from them, to be honest.
Is this the home form of Luton coming through and that home support, getting them that extra sort of 5-10% to be able to beat teams like that?
Well, yeah, evidently, yeah. I think it's about the persistence that they show. That they know what they know what they need to do. I'm going to go back to what we said about company. They know what they need to do, and they're going out and doing it.
They are massive 3 points. First home win for them. Congrats. Move on. Get up the table.
Newcastle.
Mate, what a game. Chelsea just didn't turn up at all.
Not at all. Thiago Silva, I mentioned it before, just had an uncharacteristically bad game.
I don't think it was bad. I thought it was fucking terrible.
Yeah. I think it was at fault for the first goal, wasn't he? He lost his footing.
Yep.
And then was it for the last goal where he again lost his footing?
Well, he dribbled it off the pitch, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I think this is his last season. I'm surprised.
To be honest, I'm surprised with all the changes that's happened at Chelsea. I'm actually surprised that defensively he's still there. Like he's been quality for them. Don't get me wrong, but just in terms of the youth coming through, which seems to be kind of the way that they're going. I don't know why Thiago Silva's still there, really, but yeah, maybe it's just a bad game, but yeah, we'll see. I thought James had a bad game as well. Reece James.
Do you know what? Reece James has not played 3 games in a row since 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
It's 2021.
Yeah. He's been available and ready to play. He's not started 3 games back to back.
Wow, that is something, isn't it?
That's mental. How can you have that have that sort of player with reliability issues as your captain?
Yeah, and then he got sent off. So he didn't get injured, but he got sent off.
Yeah. So whatever it is, injury, cards, whatever, he's not been able to play 3 games in a row.
That's mad. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's just mind blowing. But I think we've spoken about Chelsea being bad. Newcastle looked good.
I was literally just going to say pretty much the same thing. Yeah, Newcastle were really good, weren't they?
Anthony Gordon. We took the piss when they signed him.
No.
Okay, I took the piss when they signed him. I didn't see the hype. And then he didn't start many games for him. I was like, waste of money. It was a lot of money that they spent. But he's proven that he has got a lot of potential for the future. And he looks solid. Now he's had a run of games playing in a team that plays to his strengths. He's looking a very, very good buy for them.
Very good buy. Yeah, I completely agree. They've had a lot of injury problems, Newcastle. So I do feel a little bit for them, but they seem to be coming out the other side now. Big shout out for Kieran Trippier. Mate, Reece James doesn't stand a chance of getting back into that England team now. I think Trips has secured his line up there.
Yeah. But you've got to bear in mind the age. So I think Trippier's got one more big tournament.
Yeah.
And then Reece James is kind of the successor for that.
Yeah,
obviously you still got Walker there as well. So the only problem is Walker and Trippier probably last big tournaments. Maybe one more after, depending on if they stay in form and still playing at that sort of highest level without injuries. But it's a big drop off after that.
What's
Reece James, you just don't know whether he's going to get there. What I'm just going to say is we're a little bit weak at right back, or will be weak, which is mad to say because right now we've got a wealth of talent and experience.
Yeah.
But does this mean Trent could be our starting right back after 2024?
You've done a really good job of turning that positive into a real negative there, well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. That's what I do best. But no, I'm just when you talk about it, like it's great. We have got all this strength and depth, and I think next tournament is going to be fantastic for England. But if we get a few people saying, "No, I'm going to quit from international football," that's two very big, versatile players. Who do you replace them with?
Probably Tomiyasu, I would have thought.
Such a dick.
Ben White.
Yeah, well, if Southgate goes, yeah, you never know. There's
Yeah.
obviously a bit of beef there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Bit of old fighting talk.
But before Ben started to talk, Kieran Trippier's doing really, really well. And I think he'll do really well for England.
He looks absolutely quality at the moment. He does look quality.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
That was a wicked buy for Newcastle. Experience, talent,
Yeah.
smashing it.
But when he goes, Newcastle are fucked.
They are. They really could be. They could be.
Forest Brighton?
Yeah, who can I slag off in the Forest Brighton game?
Yeah. Evan Ferguson scored, mate. He's one for the future, isn't he? See if he doesn't break his leg.
I'll tell you what, though, if he gets injured, Brighton are screwed, aren't they? No, good old Evan Ferguson. He's in my dream team, so yeah, great for me. Good goal.
Yeah. Yeah, did well.
He was a lot closer than I thought it would be, though, this game.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I thought Forest was going to win, but yeah.
I had faith in Brighton. I was a bit surprised by the dunk red card. Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't understand how he got a yellow.
I think it was dissent, wasn't it?
Honestly, I've watched it and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What did he do?
just kept talking. I think that was the problem. It was just like, talk. All right, see you later.
I know someone like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, big 3 points for Brighton because they've been on a bit of a bad run.
Yeah.
And beating Forest at home, it's quite a tough ask.
At the City Ground, yeah, it's a tough one there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. But is Dunk going to be a big blow for them being out for a game now?
No, I think Brighton will be all right. Who have they got next?
I don't know. Do we have a look?
I don't think anyone cares. No, I don't think so.
Brighton have got Chelsea.
Oh, then maybe.
I'll change your tune now, yeah? Nice.
Did you know that Justin Kluivert is one of 2 or 3 people to score in all of the top European leagues?
I did not. Who are the others?
I can't remember.
Ibrahimovic.
Was it? See, I thought it was.
Well, he's not played in Germany, though.
I was just going to say he hasn't played in Germany.
Has Kluivert played in Germany?
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up this stat.
What?
Because now we don't know the rest of it. There's no comparisons of who else has done it or anything.
Fucking hell.
No, it's just funny. We do this every single time. We come up with a cool stat. One of us goes, "Oh yeah, who else?" And they're like, I don't know."
Okay. Right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, Justin Kluivert.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. Okay, well, guys, if you're listening, if you know, tune in and let us know, and we'll announce it next week. Because Will is frantically looking through Google page at the moment. You can see the reflection in his face and eyes. Yeah, no idea. Just trying to think, who else would it be? Cavani? No, he's not played in Spain, has he? Italy, France, England.
Should we move on?
Yeah. What's the next game? Sheffield United, Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's the game that we was just on, mate.
No, wasn't we just talking about Forest Brighton?
We were just talking about Justin Kluivert.
Yeah, but you didn't say who it was.
What, Justin
Sorry.
Kluivert? What was not
You just said Justin. You didn't say about what team it was. Sorry, I didn't realise. Yeah, so Bournemouth had a really good result there, 3-1.
Yeah,
Smashing result. Smash. Oh, mate, we are not in sync, are we?
No.
Just saying, if you was here, it probably would have worked a bit better, wouldn't it? Rather than teams, but never mind. But yeah, massive 3 points for Bournemouth on the road. Another loss for Mate, Sheffield United, I think you said it, they could go down on the lowest number of points
Yeah.
between them and Burnley.
Yeah, I think.
Bro, stop Googling shit and focus on what we're doing. You can't multitask. You're failing miserably. Yep, cool. Good silence.
Yeah, because you don't fucking give me a chance to speak, mate, before you jump all over me. It's getting upsetting.
You wish I was, sunshine.
Sorry, what was your question?
I don't know anymore.
I think Iriola's doing his tactics seem to be coming into play really now, doesn't he?
Yeah, they've changed. Are they a better team? Or they just changed the way they play?
Stevan Jovetic is the only other player to do it.
Oh, nice one. Well done.
Thank you. They play nice football, don't they now? They seem to be sort of coming along quite nicely in their attack. Over-reliant on Solanke, you could argue. Although, this last name, you would probably say not.
I mean, it doesn't answer my question, but yeah, that's a very valid point.
What was your question?
Are they a better team now, or do they just play differently?
No, they're a better team now. I'm not. They're a better team in terms of footballing style than they were last season, but I don't know if they have got the capacity to continue with that, like they would have if O'Neill was still there. I think they'd be a bit more survival instincts if O'Neill was still there, but he's not. Iraola is.
Go on, stretch that out a little bit longer if you can. That was a politician's answer. That was brilliant. So, just to conclude, you don't think they're a better team then?
No, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
You can understand where I got a bit lost. Fucking hell. Oh my god. I really hope it's not just me that completely lost track of what the hell you were talking about.
Do you want me to go over it again?
No. Brentford Arsenal. Christ. Let's move on.
That's good.
Let's move on. That was a goalkeeper who has been put under unnecessary pressure, making silly mistakes.
Well, he didn't kick the ball, did he?
But he didn't kick the ball because he's second questioning himself.
The first rule of
That's someone who's got.
You have to kick the ball. If you don't kick the ball, they can get the goal. But luckily, Declan Rice was on hand.
I want to loop back to Rice in a sec, but just sticking on the Ramsdale stuff for a sec. He was incredible last season. He was in team of the season, barely getting a kick of the ball this season, and then gets thrown in because he has to, because Raya is obviously ineligible to play against his parent club. Ramsdale doesn't make those stupid mistakes unless he feels the pressure and he's low on confidence. He's literally ruined England's potential future number one there. And Arsenal's new David Seaman. Could have been there for 8, 10, 12 years.
all even. Well done. You've been practicing.
It was really hard to say.
7,
Get a bit
9,
choked
13
up.
years. Maybe 11.
What about 11? Yeah, what about 11?
I knew you'd pick me up on that.
But yeah, so I think it's just I feel really bad for him, but they were huge errors. Like, luckily, as you said, Declan Rice, one of the only worthy £100 million players, he's just there.
One of the only worthy £100 million players.
So this summer we had 4 players. Well, this summer in the last 12 months, we had 4 players that have gone for over 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Enzo, Caicedo, Bellingham, and Rice. You tell me who's really worth 100 million out of those 4.
Bellingham.
There's 2 players that are, and there's 2 players that aren't.
But okay, so you're right. So you've kind of had a little asterisk there, and then gone for 2022-23 season only. Sorry, 23-24 season only.
No, last 12 months, calendar year. Enzo was signed in Jan. Was it Jan? Yeah, it was Jan.
My point was, Ben, that you said he's the only £100 million player he's been worth 100 million.
Yeah, there's 2. There's him and Bellingham.
Okay, but they're not the only 2 players that have been signed for over 100 million.
No, okay, that's what I said in the last 12 months.
No, let me finish. This is the problem with you, right? You say shit, you then chuck in a little caveat, and then you cut me over to make me look stupid. I'm not having it anymore.
Look, I said what I was trying to say. I
you
got a little
think
bit
the
excited,
gaslight
but over the
going
last
out
12 months, you've had 4 big transfers for players over 100 million. There's been like sagas, obviously, with Caicedo and a bit with Rice as well. But Rice has proved, like, no one's questioning that we spent over 100 million on him. I still think it's ridiculous money, but he has been incredible. Bellingham, you could never, ever question that he's gone for 100 million. He broke Ronaldo's record at the weekend for scoring the most goals in his first 15 games for Real Madrid's record, which is obviously held by Ronaldo.
Unbelievable. What's he got?
He's not a striker. He's a midfielder /10.
What's he got? 13 and 15 now.
14.
Is it 14 now?
Yeah, 14 and 15. Ronaldo got 13. That's mental.
And there was also another record broken that we failed to mention. Haaland got his 50th in 48.
Oh yeah, fastest ever. It's just insane.
The next one was Andy Cole, wasn't it? He done it in like 65 games.
Yeah,
that's fucking mad, isn't it?
And that doesn't really get spoken about enough. Because Andy Cole did that with no penalties either.
Yeah.
That was just goals, and that was at a time where goals were harder to get.
Well, we'll speak about it next week as well. So then
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it again. We'll check in on the Brazil League as well, then, can't we, Will?
Should we move into the Sunday fixture?
Yeah, go on then. We've already spoken briefly about Tottenham Villa. Yeah, we spoke a little bit earlier.
Really high pitched then.
Yeah, it did. I wasn't going to take the piss, but yeah.
Why?
It sounded like someone pinched your left bollock. So yeah, where do you want to start, really? Everton or Tottenham?
At the top and work our way down, shall we? So let's go with Tottenham, who went ahead with an absolute banging goal from Lo Celso.
Absolute belter volley, wasn't it?
It was a belter volley.
Martinez had no chance with that whatsoever.
Well,
No, don't give me that shit. You go and goal and face the shot that hard on the volley and tell me you had a chance. You don't see that till late. It took a deflection as well. Took a heavy deflection, sent it a different way. Nah, Martinez has no chance of saving that. No chance, mate. No chance at all. But yeah, it was a fantastic goal. But the corner was weird. Nobody got it. Went through the entire defence and attack in the box, and then just suddenly fell to him. Just looked like it all hit on sort of half volley.
Was it direct from the corner?
Yeah, just went all the way through. Yeah, it's a really weird play. I mean, it worked for him.
Pau Torres got an equaliser, good header. Ollie Watkins, mate, can't stop scoring.
He can't. Form of his life. Form of his life.
Now, we're on this game, so I just want to say that we have criticised and criticised and criticised VAR. It's only right that we say well done, because I think
Yeah.
they got every single offside or incident right in this. I'm not sure if there was too much of a complaint to be made. They seem to appear to be over the last couple of weeks learning from their mistakes. We'll wait and see, but that was a really well managed game.
Yeah, I agree. And I think what made it better, and we may be I may be slightly biased in saying this, but they had 3 goals disallowed, didn't they?
They did, yeah. Yeah, they did.
As you said, all legitimately ruled off. But yeah, fantastic.
It was good fun.
Fantastic.
So, Elise scored a banging goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Would you say goal of the season?
No.
Hang on, wait. Would you have said goal of the season?
I think it would be a contender. It was great. It was a great hit.
Yeah.
Definitely up there. It'd be part of the selections.
Lo Celso,
You can't really match that. Lo Celso could be. That was a great finish. Good technique.
Do you think the last game of the weekend could produce a better goal?
I don't know. Kick-off's 8 o'clock tonight, Fulham Wolves, so I'm not sure.
Oh, is it still the weekend?
Well, yeah. It's a weekend of football.
Yeah,
God, you're so passag. Jesus, you can tell you've had a shit day and you can't work technology properly. It's annoyed you.
Garnacho scored an absolute banger, though.
Who did?
Garnacho.
Oh, Garnacho, not Garnacho. Garnacho.
Carry on, mate. Carry on.
Oh, you get so triggered. I love it. It's like, oh, yeah. He scored an absolute worldie, didn't he? And how did you see how far he had to track back to get that as well?
Yeah, it was impossible. It was Bale-esque.
It's Bale-esque, Ronaldo-esque, some may say.
It was definitely the best goal of the season. Rooney-esque.
Rooney-esque. Mate, it was incredible.
Everybody does a bicycle kick.
Yeah, Zlatan-esque.
Yeah. Peter Crouch.
Crouch-esque, yep. Defoe-esque. I'm sure he scored one at some point. Still not as good as a Giroud scorpion kick, though.
No, very true.
It's not as good as that. But yeah, you can't take away from what a finish that was. Great technique. Balls to even attempt that. And 3 minutes into a game.
3 minutes in, big balls of fire.
Just fair play, Alejandro.
You predicted an Everton win. I think
Yes.
your thought process on that was that they've been docked 10 points, they'd be ready to come out and fight.
Yeah, pretty much. And what they did was they came out and didn't fight at all.
They didn't. I think it will take them a little bit of time to come into this. I think Man United are coming onto a little bit of form, although Everton did seem a bit unfair. 51% possession, 24 shots, 6 shots on target. You'd think that was Man United, wasn't it? It was Everton. So, they were arguably kind of a better team. Just couldn't put their chances away.
Yeah. Decore missed a good chance, just put it wide, side foot wide.
Yeah. So I think they will come good. I don't think there's anything to worry about just yet. If you're there on the blue side of Liverpool, but there was a lot of talk this week, weren't there, of the 10-point deduction, and Dyche has come out and said that it's unfair. Peps has said, is that called Peps? Pep.
You did, yeah.
Said that it's completely different.
Of course, yeah.
Read a few different things, and it's all just so complex.
Absolutely.
Complex. Everton 1 charge, 10 points. Man City 115 charges. Might not ever make it to court.
When you say it so black and white, it's just ridiculous.
It is.
Just absolute joke.
And you have to feel for them, and I think you said it last week, didn't you? There's other teams from last year looking to sue
Yeah.
Everton as well. So this is just the start of that. But I'm hoping that there's extra pressure put on the Premier League for the Man City, potentially Chelsea. So
Yeah, just got to wait and see what happens.
is that what you've got
I
there?
think this is going to go on for years and years without anything,
I don't think
especially with the City case.
No, I don't think we'll get there.
Well, they've been charged by UEFA a few times. I've had to just pay fines and get on with it. So the Premier League, they just need to get to the bottom of whatever it is that they've done. Charge them, do proper penalties, not just point deductions. Take away the titles, do relegations and things. They need to be so harsh on these teams that break these financial fair play rules and whatever rulings they are, to say we don't stand for it. Because otherwise, the Premier League just corrupts as what Serie A used to be. With Juventus and things like that, with the match fixing scandals, it's just the same sort of thing.
But it's not as simple as that, though, is it? It's not as simple as having Man City be charged and then they've got to be found guilty. There's legal sort of things that tie in the Premier League up in knots, and the courts, and they're saying everything's above board and that there's no issues there, that these charges aren't right, and that actually it could be that out of 115 charges, none of it ever makes it to court. It's so complex, and you can see Man City just getting away with it. There's always going to be a cloud over Man City for me. I mean, when you talk of who's won the treble in England, Man United. Man City's done it, but they've done it under a cloud for me, and I feel like it didn't really count.
Yeah, I totally agree. With you. And I know they only won it last season, but no one's talking about it now. Whereas United, it was 24 years ago. People are still talking about that now. It just goes to show. But a massive 3-0 win for United.
Massive, they've done really well. Takes them up to 6th place. Tottenham down to 5th. Villa are in the top 4.
I know a couple of points. United are still there, and considering they've not been.
Yeah, I know a couple.
I don't know. But United are doing very well considering they're playing really shit football. They're the league's most informed team. So they're scraping these wins. They're doing it very quietly. Everyone's still slagging them off about their performances, but they're getting the 3 points every game at the moment. Who cares? And Ten Hag, I think he's got the most points in his first X amount of games, 50 games or whatever it was as well. Most wins and things like that. So he's doing something right.
Doing something right, yeah.
People are just whingy.
It's just they're not playing Man United way, are
they? No, but I don't think that exists anymore. Football's changed. Very tough.
I was thinking next week we do the Euro roundup next week. So we've been banging on for quite a while.
We have. It has been a bit of a longer one than usual.
Should we do that next week?
Yeah, we'll do that next week. We did a big roundup last week of things, didn't we? So, and we're throwing the Brazilian league in there now just for bants.
Yeah.
So it'll be an extra long one. But yeah, should we just call it a day then, mate? You seem a bit stressed, and I can smell that my dinner is nearly ready. It smells banging. Pepperoni pasta.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, can't wait. I'm gutted I'm not going to football, but I can't wait.
Well, enjoy, and I'll see you next week, guys.
Lovely. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.